Good morning. I know it is super early, so I assume that most of you are going to catch this on the replay, which is fine. But I've been meaning to do this since last night and I just didn't have the time. So I figured there's no time like the present. So I'll come back and read your comments once you watch it if you have any further questions. But we all know that yesterday I posted, I think I did about 2 posts in reference to hosting a party and our July incentive. And obviously July is almost over, but we'll have a new one for August. So every month there's a different incentive for hosting a party. And I got a lot of questions and feedback in terms of people not really being sure. Some of you have had parties with me before and other brands, but you still had a lot of questions in terms of what would it mean in this format. So figured for those of you that have never done it, those of you that have done it, I wanted to put this video together just to go over some FAQs, give you some ideas, and really leave you with enough information to make a decision about whether or not now is the right time for you to have a party, or if you're gonna have a party at all, which I highly recommend. And I love having parties. I host them all the time for other brands, and there are a lot of benefits and incentives to do so. And then there's a lot of different ways that you can do one. So I'm gonna talk about kind of the incentives we have right now, just in general, as well as some ideas on ways that you could do it if you want to, because a lot of you want to, you're just not sure how to go about it. So I'll focus first on the types of parties, okay? There are 4 ways that you can do a nail bar, in my experience, that I've seen work really well and that I recommend. The first one is obviously the one everybody thinks about, is to have a party at your house, invite your friends over, share the product with them, talk about why you like the product, and then obviously have them purchase. So that is probably the most common way that people host parties, right? But then we have a set of people that are like, well, I don't want people at my house. I'm not ready to have guests, or I just don't want to go through the trouble. I don't want to clean, or whatever the case may be. And so there are definitely alternatives to having an in-home party. If you already have friends that come over regularly, you have like a girls' night, those are the type of events you'll just tack this on to. You don't have to create a brand new event. You're having a girls' day, a girls' afternoon, we can come over, set up really easy, host a party. However, if you don't want to have people over, or you're not ready, or whatever the case is, then there's another alternative, which is one that I personally like. And we did one recently at a local restaurant that was so much fun. And we basically just went to the restaurant during happy hour. We sat outside. We had a couple of tables. The host ordered the first round of drinks were on her. And then after that, everybody was responsible for themselves. We had chips and salsa. We put the product out and people shopped. They came right after work, and it was this cool, simple, informal, yet fun event. So we have those on the go. So we can do it at a restaurant, we can do it at a coffee shop, we can do it practically anywhere that you want to. So that way you don't have to worry about people coming to your home or any of that stuff, or the stress of putting a party on. We can do it on the go, wherever that on the go location is. So Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, my favorite, right? A local restaurant, a pub of some sort, wherever people are gathering. Maybe your kid's soccer match, right? You want to, we can come out and bring the product there. I can meet you there where your friends are, and we can do it there. So there are those alternatives. Then the Facebook party. Everybody's been invited to at least 1 or 2 Facebook parties in our lives, right? So we can do it on Facebook. You don't have to leave home. I like to say you don't even have to put a bra on. Just grab your favorite drink, sit in front of your computer, and have a live party. And those work really well, again, if you have friends that are dispersed, or if you are dispersed and you're not local to me here in South Florida, we can still have the fun and excitement we do of an in-person party. It's just going to be all on Facebook. And then the last party way is another one that is very, again, informal, easy, is a catalog party. So what's a catalog party? That's where if you decide to have a catalog party and maybe you have it amongst your coworkers. Hey, I think the ladies in my office would really love Color Street. I send you a couple catalogs, several samples, and you share them with everybody at work, a couple order forms, and individuals just write their orders, what they want down with their contact information. You send that information back to me and I take care of everything else. So basically, party, you're sharing the product, you're probably already a user, so you can use yourself as the sample, as the display. Hand out the catalogs, hand out the samples, collect orders, give them back to me, and I manage everything else, order all the products, collect all the payment, get everything shipped out. And that's all that you have to do. Now, why would you want to do this, right? Why would you want to host a party? This is the most fun part about it for me, to be honest, is there are host rewards. And I'm going to base this on where I am. So we're here in South Florida. It's a 6% tax rate. So I'm going to talk to that 6%, right? If you keep a party and your friends purchase, between $150 to $299, you get a 10% credit and a thank you gift, and you get one item half price. And we already know the most expensive nail we have is the French manicure, which is $14, buy one, get one. And so you can get that at half off. If you have a $300 to $599 party, which is probably the average, right? That $300 plus, you get 15% credit, 3 items at half price. So the most you're going to pay is $7 for those items, 3 items of half price, and you get free shipping. That's $300 party. That's all that you get. Hey girl, hey, you get 15% off, 3 half price items, free shipping. So what does that look like if you lived in South Florida or a place that had a 6% or less tax rate? Is that a $300 party gets you $45 worth of free product. $45 worth. That's 4 packs of nails, 3 half price products. And so for a $300 party in a 6% bracket, you get 7 sets of nails for $23, and that includes your tax. Okay, let me say that again. You get 7 sets of nails for $23, and that's tax included. Because you're going to get the $45 product credit, you're going to get 3 half price items, and you're going to get free shipping. So there's really no reason not to have a party, especially if you love these nails as much as I do. 600 or above party, it's 20% and 6 half price items. And then if you go over $1,000, it's 25% and 9 half price items plus the free shipping. So there's a lot of benefit to you. So if you get that first set of nails and you love them and you want more, get free nails by having a party. Here's another incentive that I haven't had at any other company that I have worked with, is that if one of your friends decides to host their own party because they attended your party, you also get extra product credit on top of that. Mind blown. And we can definitely talk a lot more about that later. So I think I answered all the questions that I had in my inbox. I just didn't want to spend the time individually writing back. I figured this would be easier. I'm sure some people had questions that didn't ask. This way I cover the entire gamut. Everybody knows, everybody's clear. So 4 ways to have a party. We can do an in-person party at your home. We can do an on-the-go party at a coffee shop or a restaurant. We can do a Facebook Live party, and you can do a catalog party, and then obviously enjoy all the free product credit, half price items, free shipping, hashtag free stuff, right? Who doesn't love free? So there are all the 4 reasons. If anybody has any further questions, I think I got it all. Hey Jen, go ahead and send me a question. I will be scheduling August parties over the next week or so, because I have some travel involved in there. So I'm gonna have a couple days that we'll be able to do parties. If it's if it's a Facebook Live, obviously we have a little bit more flexibility and my travel schedule doesn't interrupt with that. But if we wanna do an on-the-go party or an in-person, definitely get it on the calendar as early as possible. And then catalog parties and Facebooks we can be a lot more flexible with. So look forward to having some awesome parties with you, getting you guys to those limits to get those free products, the free shipping, and the product credit. Alrighty guys, enjoy the rest of your Friday TGIF and hope you have an amazing weekend. Bye.